So, we find ourselves following the dragon, who can be heard by Jeb flapping his wings. And we see from the raiders' camp, the cultist camp from earlier, where the party was held, some survivors of the events look upward at the direction of this noise and see this massive red and gold dragon flying their direction, and it just lights up the sky. They look up, they cover their eyes until we hear until this shape, after letting loose this blinding light, comes careening down to the ground, slams into it with a cloud of dust and debris flying out. When the dust settles, the cultists are greeted with a tiny form, not that of a dragon, but a gnome, donned in sort of black cultist robes with this red trim. They're much fancier and much more elegant than what we've come to know. He's got these black metal pieces of armor, these gold horns coming off of it. It's very elaborate. As he looks to the crowd of people starting to gather around and wiping their eyes and finally starting to regain their vision, the gnome says,
"Where is Favric?"
We see Tarek, the dwarven cleric, run forward and bow before Lord Jebediah and start crawling to his boot. He looks up to him and says,
"We haven't seen him since the attack. Will someone find him? My patience is wearing thin."
Some guards come over. "I think he ran east. He was leaving the cave last I saw. Some invaders came, ruined our event." And Jebediah roars and just flicks his wrist, and the guard ignites and just burns into ash.
Who has what it takes to hunt those who oppose your lord?
And that's when we see two familiar figures walk over, or hurried rush over. We see a swashbuckler man, big muscular guy by the name of Gregan, and a red tiefling woman by the name of Dread. They approach and kneel. Say, Dread speaks. "I got a good look at them before they left. We would be honored."
Fine.
And Jeb, you see these lights start to come out of the orb that you can see off in the distance. And they pull out and start whizzing through the air past you. As the audience sees Lord Jebediah stick his 2 hands out, put them on their heads. And the Gregan and Dread's eyes begin to glow, this like radiant light. And they stand up, and that's where we're gonna return to the camp. But not before we introduce everybody back to the show. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
I wouldn't say good.
I'm scared.
I'm excited.
So, yeah, welcome to episode 4. With me today, as always, is Equaisnotfunny playing Ivrin.
Hi, I'm scared and I'll be playing Equa.
We got Tommy Taco phoning in from far away. Thank you so much for joining us despite being on a little bit of a vacay.
Yeah, hi, I'm Tommy Taco. Play Zorag, the Jaw Ripper. Half-orc barbarian. Yeah, I'm kind of out of state right now, so I apologize for the quality. But yeah, I wasn't going to miss this, so...
Up next, we got the one and only BakaZombie playing Volley the Tycoon.
Hello, that's me. I'm BakaZombie.
That's how you talk now.
That's how I talk. I got so scared, my accent changed to something terrible.
And last
Wow.
but not least, as always, we got ourselves Zelda Nerd 1988, the one, the only.
Alright, hey everyone, you can also call me Nyssa. I am playing Aelin, the lovely little half-elf that apparently just likes a lot of apples.
So, before we get started, I wanted to have you all roll a d4.
Ooh.
Riz coming out with the
4.
big guns tonight. A cutscene and a rolling.
2. Congratulations.
1.
So, you guys have done very well for the first 3 episodes, so I wanted to reward you all with an inspiration point, but only to one of you. And it was whoever rolled a 1. So congratulations, Nyssa, you rolled a 1.
Oh,
You get a point of
Good job,
inspiration.
Nyssa.
Thank you, sir. What does
Use
that
it
do again?
wisely. So you can use it at any point on any roll, and it will give you advantage for the roll. You just have
Do
to
I
call
need to
it.
state it ahead of time?
Yes.
Gotcha.
that was my question.
Okay, so a quick recap for you all. Our party was tasked by the Harpers to go save a Harper agent named Leosin who was captured by the cult of the dragon. Our party found the location, which ended up being a party scene, where a old nemesis by the name of Favric was planning to turn the high echelon of his partygoers into some dragonoid-like beings. The party sort of interrupted the process, it seems, and then also rescued Leosin and ran off into the woods where Zorag was last seen battling in his mindscape, a half-dragon form of himself. Yeah, so let's jump over to that. Zorag, happy Sunday? Who did that?
Oh, you just now saw that?
What the hell, Tommy?
I did that like 5 hours ago. Here, I'll delete it.
No, you're fine.
There.
How did you
I saw
do
the
that?
Swindler's Den on when I logged in, so I was like, I'll write this and see if he sees it later.
So yeah, you guys, your party, you're all around this campfire. Zorag is off in the woods. Zorag, you come to consciousness. What do? You return to the camp?
Yeah, let's see, you said I woke up in a cold sweat, kinda, at the end of last session. So I guess I would just kind of stand up and be panting, and I'm like looking around. I'm like probably inspecting myself to see what's going on, just checking my environment. If I don't see anything, then yeah, I would just kind of start going back to camp with like a look of worry and concern on my face.
Yeah, you're pretty exhausted right now. Roll me a investigation check.
Yes.
Or a medicine.
All right.
Do you still have exhaustion, Tommy?
Yeah.
You guys haven't long rested yet.
Yeah, we haven't went to sleep yet. Investigation or what?
Or medicine.
I'll do medicine. Slightly better.
You feel yourself.
yeah.
You don't feel anything weird. There's no cuts on you, besides the scars that had been cauterized by Theric the cleric earlier in the day. So yeah, you seem to check out.
With that, I'd probably just go to start walking back to camp, just kind of worried.
Okay, what has the rest of the group been up to for the past, half hour?
Falida would have been tinkering on her gauntlet. At some point, she would have asked Leosin, what did you learn in your time incarcerated? Did you hear anything about a Lord Jebediah?
Well, of course. It is the new god deity that they are following.
Did they say anything about where he would be or what he's doing? We mostly came along to find out more about him. Getting you was more of their thing. She'll kind of gesture her head over to Ivern and Aelin.
And I do appreciate it. Sometimes I'm a bit stubborn.
I get that.
So, this dragon, we do not know much about it. It seems to have come out of nowhere. Us harpers often try to keep track of the comings and goings of such powerful beings. It has seemed to begun to amass a big following quite quickly. That only happens with extreme power.
Any knowings of other gatherings or things we could do next to try and find out more?
I heard it seems they are looking for something. I'm not sure exactly what.
Have something to do with a book or this was it Iron Gate? This prisoner transfer?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so, yes. I did hear of Iron Gate.
So those are our two leads right now. She's going to dig in her satchel for a second and pull out a small box and flip it open where there's a compass inside and look to see where it's pointing.
It is pointing west.
And that's where it's generally been pointing for as long as I've had it, right?
Yeah, more or less.
She'll gently shake it a little bit. Aelin,
Yes, Valida?
do you know anything about this compass that Jack had? And she'll kind of hand it over to her. I don't
Aelin.
understand what it's doing, or I haven't been able to pick up anything on it. It seemed important to her, but
Aelin will look at the compass, smile fondly, and go, yeah, she pretty much never let it out of her sight for the longest time. How much should I actually have Aelin know? Because I created Jack, so I know everything about the darn compass.
Um,
So, Grizz, how much should Aelin really remember about it?
how long did you guys date?
Like, year and a bit?
Yeah, you'd probably know why she held it so, or I don't know. I don't know how much we've discussed about the compass, so I guess I'm trusting you on this one. What would Aelin
Okay.
know about the compass that Jack would have openly said?
All right. Aylin's looking down at the compass, and she'll kind of poke at the needle a little bit and watch it bounce back towards the west. And she'll look up at Valiada and tell her, this compass was really special. It was given to her by not her father, but the captain, her captain for when she was serving. It had special magics in it, and it helped her lead her to places. But she never really said how it was, just that it did work. So she never really let me hold it for very long. Probably because, well, she was always a little paranoid, but the first time I held it, it spun around and pointed towards the southeast, and that, in retrospect, was towards my uncle's place. And then she took it back from me and said, just commented, something important there, huh? But not much else. Just something important. She will hand the compass back over to Valiada.
she goes to hand it while Ido put her hand on Aylin's, push it back towards her. You should hold on to it. It frustrates me to not know what's going on with it. You knew her better than I did. In fact, you'll know what to do with this too. And then she'll dig in her bag again and pull out the letter that Jack had and hand it to her. I don't have any idea where this thing is supposed to go. I know it's for her mother. I don't know where to find her. Hopefully you can.
I know how to reach her. And believe me, I will not be sending this by paper crane. She will take the letter and the compass and gingerly put them in her bag.
Well, this is all good, but I must be going. And he starts to get up. Oh,
Where are you going in this state in the dark?
I have to get back. There's a lot of work to do.
Do you want me to send a message to SB again saying that you're trying to leave? I already just messaged her saying that we found you. I show him the magic ring that does the paper cranes.
Perhaps I could use a few days' rest. Where are you planning on going?
Phandalin shouldn't be far from where we are now.
You could even stay with my uncle. He's trusted.
Thank you.
What's your deal, man?
Is that the Leosin?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, we were trying to get you out of there, because we were told to get you out of there, but you're so insistent on going back and getting punched in the nuts with a tomato. So, what's your deal?
There's much to learn about this cult. We fear that they could be more dangerous than anything we've seen in quite some time.
I'd wager that's a pretty strong bet, considering how a bunch of them turned into dragon people, and not the good kind.
They turned into dragon people.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't there because you were too busy getting punched in the nuts with a tomato. I forgot. They drank a bunch of wine with chunks in it, and then they grew tails and scales and other things.
What is your rank?
I'm just a basic bitch.
And I would watch your mouth.
Oh, I'm so scared. Saved his life. And then I'll roll over.
In the hut.
Yeah, in the hut.
At this point, Zorag can, once he's done talking, I picked the worst time to reintroduce him. Zorag starts coming through the woods whenever he's ready.
I keep hitting all these different muted buttons, and I think I finally have it.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll come walking through the woods at that point, just looking down, kind of glancing around a little bit, like hurriedly. And I'm just aiming for my my rucksack, you know, this rucksack. I'm going for my my little, can't even think of the word right now, my bed that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys look over, and Zorag's eyes are lit up. This, yeah, I guess his eye is lit up this orange, familiar kind of rage color. And as he gets closer, you notice he has a new appendage. And a tail.
Is he hung? Oh. Like, damn.
I'm pretty sure he meant a back tail, not a front tail.
Yeah.
No, it's just the pause after appendage. I was like, shit, okay.
Valia instantly looked at Aelin. Eyebrows are really high. Just
Aelin's eyebrows are very high too. It's like, Zorag, are you okay?
Zorag's not going to answer anything. He's just going towards his why can't I think of this word?
Sleeping bag? Is that what you're
Bedroll?
looking for?
Bedroll?
Yes, my sleeping bag. My bedroll.
Valia's gonna stand up and walk over because that's not something you just like go till the morning. Zorag, what have you got there?
DM, can you clarify what kind of appendage is this?
This is a tail.
Okay. Okay.
Back
Thank
down
you.
for front tail.
Tommy, do you want to, like, obviously this is your thing. Do you want to describe what your tail looks like? Would your tail have color to it, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So my tail, it has like these red scales going along the side of it, and it's got a fin running down it, with these orangish red spikes that come up with like a very thin, like sheet of skin that is connecting the spines before it all comes into just a point with a small barb on the end of it.
Yeah, she's walking right towards him as he's trying to get to his bedroll. Zorag, what's...
Yeah, it's flapping all over the place because I don't know how to control this thing.
What's... I don't even know where to start. What's going on? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
I told you not to touch that damn dragon skull.
It wasn't the skull.
And what was it? Come here, let me look at it at least. She'll like try to pull him towards the fire.
I'm like trying to like grab the tail to keep her away from it. I don't know what's going on.
What happened out there? What were you doing out there?
I was meditating.
Well, you must be pretty good at it to start growing a tail.
Can we please let this go until tomorrow? There's
I
a
don't
lot to
think
think
this is
about.
something you can let go until...
Okay.
Sorry, you just grew a damn tail.
Does Aelin put together the wine and the other transformations?
Roll me an Arcana check. I think that would be the right.
Yes, sir. I can roll Arcana.
Oh, yeah.
24.
You're smart enough to think, well, all the cultists drank the red liquid, and then there was the spell, and then they all similarly went unconscious, just like Zorag did. And you've seen people with tails, with claws, with dragon breath, all at that event, so you could probably piece it together.
Oh dear. Right, Zorak drank the wine.
He's gonna turn on us! Everyone in the dome!
No, he's not.
I look at him. Is he gonna turn on us?
No? Maybe just you.
I back up to the other side of the dome.
Oh, he left.
I don't know if he left out of anger or because his internet shit.
I assume internet.
What, is there anything else you guys would be doing besides the Zorag stuff, or is this...
I have a direct question for Zorag as well.
Yeah,
I had a
it's-
question for Aelin.
Yes. Yes, Ivor.
Since everyone was talking in the dome about this other person that Ivor has never heard of,
Mhm.
I will point at the compass that you have in your hand, and I will ask, who's the captain of that?
Her name was Jack, and she passed away quite a few months back.
And you said her previous captain gave her the compass. Who was that guy as well?
That guy was... I need to quickly look in my notes here, because I didn't think I'd be getting to this part so soon. Her captain was Captain Fisk. She didn't give me any other details from him other than she got the Nightlink ship from him and this compass.
DM. Do any of those ring a bell with me?
Well, roll me a history check.
22.
Yeah, you've heard of the Nightlink? It's it's a known pirate ship. With what is it, like midnight blue sails? Yeah.
Midnight blue sails, darkened wood, lots of barnacles in the front.
Pirates. Cool. And I want to poke Zorak's tail. Damn, Tommy!
Sorry,
Yeah,
everybody.
All right.
Obviously, Tommy doesn't have his set up, so it's a very, haphazard. I don't know what the right word is.
Haphazard.
So yeah, it's
rolling
just
with
like
it.
it's just like last year when my internet was so bad I kept getting kicked out or just delays. So please bear with us, folks. Thank you so much.
Well, he did say he just wanted to talk about it in the morning. So what I'll do. All right. Well, if you're feeling okay, like nothing's gonna happen anymore, get your bedroll, get in the hut. We have to do watches tonight. At least one person has to stay awake. Make sure nothing happens to him. I'll talk with the spirits and see what I can come to in the morning. See if I can fix this somehow. Just go in the hut. She'll like shepherd him into the hut to go to sleep.
Yeah, Zorag kind of waddles his way into the hut and plops down onto his bedroll.
Is his tail under his control or is it acting with a mind of its own with the swinging?
He doesn't seem to have control of it yet. So there's still some smacking. It probably smacks some of you during the night.
I imagine it would smack Iron right in the face.
Yeah, that one might have been intentional.
Ah, gotcha.
But find some rocks on the ground and bury the tip of it to try and make sure that it doesn't do that again.
Okay, so watches. Who wants to go first?
I'll take last because the dome will end on my watch.
Cool.
Aelin will go first.
Okay, I'll take second then.
Okay. Leosin will sit up with you, Aelin. Go ahead, roll me perception. Or whatever you
Alright.
want to do. If there's something else you'd prefer to do besides just keeping an eye out, let me know that too.
Well, she would also like to read that journal, and she's also going to read the letter because she didn't get to read the letter before because Valiada had it the whole time. So yeah, she wants to read the book that she got off of that Dragon cult member a couple of sessions ago.
Oh, the diary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, the diary. So yeah, I'll roll my perception check.
Oh, boy.
Ouch! Not
great.
one.
Luckily, Leosin rolled all right.
Thank you, Leosin. Aelin's so distracted.
You are just, you're so engrossed in this book, you're not even paying attention. Leosin kind of notices that you're engrossed in this, and he takes the responsibility of really keeping an eye out.
Thank you, NPC rolls.
I'm back.
Yay!
There's like a few times where he gets up and he kind of looks around the camp, and anytime he hears like a stirring in the woods, but your watch goes pretty uneventful. The diary is pretty boring, other than the person whose diary this belonged to does detail them joining the cult, and that they did it as a fashion statement. And
What's hip with the kids right now?
yeah, he just thought it would be, it would be fun, it'd be cool, He liked the look of their robes.
Dial it. It's a very simplistic cult member.
Yeah, he was bottom tier cult member. So, yeah. Then what was it? The letter?
Yeah.
Letter to.
I have- Letter to Mama.
You still have it, right?
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you would just
Yeah, I
you
have
already
it.
know what it says. Then you're talking about the letter from the first season. Gotcha. Yeah. So
Yes.
you read that back to yourself, and well, not back to yourself, but Aelin reads this
I
for the
read it.
first time, and probably has some memories of Jack and her time with her. But your break goes through, or your watch goes through uneventful, and then Valiada can come on out for her break.
Come on out.
Whoop, whoop.
Let me. Yeah, okay. Kristoff takes this break with you.
Thought he would save a Metropolis from Brainiac.
Yeah.
She sits on the opposite side of the fire of them. Puts the cutlass out that's in its sheath, in this onyx-colored sheath, and she's like working on all of her armor and stuff.
Oh, damn. The NPCs are rolling good. Go ahead, roll me a
Oh,
perception.
Is it flat or disadvantage since I don't have dark vision?
Disadvantage.
Oh, I need the right page of the character sheet, please. Perception. 8.
Yeah, so Kristoff is keeping an eye out, but at the same time, he's like, so squats, like how much we looking at? You look pretty big.
Sorry, I'm praying right now. Just like goes back to working on her armor.
Yeah, religion's cool. Helm, he's my guy. And he just blabbers, even though you said that, about random shit.
Yeah, she'll like layer up at him every once in a while.
That is your watch. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. Go go ahead. Who's next?
Me next.
I-
Who's taking my watch with me?
Captain Fogman.
Coolio. 10.
Okay. Oh, shit. So what do you want to do on your watch?
I'll talk to the captain a little bit, just briefly.
Okay.
And I'll say, so, you didn't hear anything about the people in that party that we were at, did you? Any notable names that I might need to listen to?
Not any names that I know of, me lad. Can't place any besides Fabric.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I got my hopes up a little bit, you know. I heard the word party and I just assumed that maybe that would be my break. Doesn't
What
matter.
are you looking for, son?
I'm looking for someone higher up from Waterdeep, somewhere that might have some knowledge of something that I need. And the more time that I'm spending away from the city, the more I think that that's not going to happen.
It's knowledge that you seek.
You could say that.
Well, I'm not much of a reading man myself. But, I'll keep my ears open. Any particular person you're looking for in Waterdeep? I do know a few.
I don't know his name, or her name, or what they look like, or anything. I just know they're a lord, and that's it. Appreciate the thought behind it, though, Captain.
Of course.
And Abram will spend the rest of his watch looking into the fire and thinking about the party.
During your watch, you see, I guess you more hear, some scurrying in the brush.
You hear that?
Aye.
Nothing can get in here and I can't leave. Do you want to go check it out?
Sure, laddie.
He steps out of the dome, puts on his hat, and kind of walks into the woods and looks around. Guess he's already rolled perception. He comes back to a few moments later. He comes back.
Might be just a small critter. I did not see anything out of the norm.
How far away was this?
It's hard to pinpoint, but it didn't sound too far.
Would you
You
say
can-
it was in 30 feet?
No, it'd probably be like, probably just out of that, like 45.
Okay. I'll just try and keep an eye out then. I'm not going to wake anyone up yet.
Okay. Your watch eventually comes to an end. And I guess final watch would be Zorag?
I
How
don't
many
think we
watches
need
do we
any
need?
more because that was 12 hours.
Never mind. Yes, you're good. You're good. So, when you all come to, I assume the first thing you do is look at Zorag. Zorag is back to normal. When he wakes up, his eyes are normal. His tail's gone.
Well, he stands up, stretches, Well, takes the leather strap and ties her hair back. Looks at Zorag and sees this. Just normal to say, "All right, you still got to come over here. Sit down. Sit down. I've prepared a bunch of stuff. Sit down. Talk to Aelin. If you don't say anything, I'm gonna put Zone of Truth on you."
I try and grab the tail to see if it's invisible.
You know, the last time someone tried that, I just didn't say anything.
Well, just talk to Aelin and tell her what you saw. Well, I work.
All right, Aelin is going to sit a few feet away from Zorag, to give him some space, because she is not her boss. And she's going to, just kind of sit on her knees by him. It's like, so you normally meditate?
I started a few months ago.
Do you usually have any picture in mind to help you reach your meditative state?
Mostly I just breathe.
And did something different happen last night?
He doesn't say anything.
I'm going to take that as a yes. So,
Most of us do the breathing, so...
It's controlled breathing.
Nah.
I don't think controlled breathing ever really makes you look like shite. And grow
I
a
didn't
tail.
say that I grow tails when I'm meditating.
yeah, but it might just be from the wine. That's probably just it. Like, did you feel, did you have an upset stomach at all?
I look to Valida and I just look at her. I will only tell you this. And then at that point, Zorag's looking for alcohol.
Have any?
No, I'm just like looking through my bag and I just like look around.
Aelin's checking her
You
pocket.
can tell he's looking for alcohol. Like he's like searching around for it.
That's what got you into this mess. I'm just kidding.
Somebody get him alcohol so I can sit him down and look him over, please. I need him to be still for this.
Everything might go weird for a second.
Yeah. So, I don't think any of your prisoner friends would have any on them. So it's up to you guys.
I don't have any on me.
Aelin pulls out a flask. It has oil in it. Nope. She pulls out a bottle. It has potion of healing in it. Nope. She pulls out her hooded lantern. She gives it a shake. There's still oil in it. Nope. She pulls out her water skin, opens it up, sniffs again. Nope, that's just water.
Okay. So Zorag, you're not able to find any alcohol.
No alcohol. Alright,
Sorry.
with that case, I'm just gonna say screw it, and I'm gonna go stand off on like the edge of like the woods, and I'll just wait.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to him and work on him there, I guess.
Aelin's not gonna follow. She's gonna let him have his space. Oh. And now he's gone.
No, I'm sorry, I was saying
there he is.
something to someone.
Okay.
Alright. So all of my efforts to make my audio work have failed, so I'm just gonna have to roll with it.
Yay.
So yes, Valida goes over to Zorag and is checking him over. I've just gotta try a few things. I talked to the spirits last night, see if I can figure anything out. She's also taking this time to just do a health check on Zorag, because she knows she'll never get it otherwise. It's like just checking scars to make sure they've healed correctly and that kind of stuff.
Roll me medicine.
So we're starting with medicine. 19.
19. You look him over, and you give him a really close look. Some things that grab your attention is his eye that is damaged. It's new. That's not something you've known him to have in the past. You check his hands because you saw some cultists with claws. You don't see anything, but as you like feel around his knuckles, you do feel like another bump in there. A few of them in between each knuckle. And that's kind of weird. I don't know how personal you get if you start touching his rear end, but
no, I'm not gonna be super personal. Like it's a general one because I know he's
What
not
are you
gonna
doing
do it in
back
general,
there?
but I don't want to tip him off that that's what I'm trying to do. After I get all that kind of stuff, and like I look at his eye, but not too deep because I know that his thing doesn't want me messing with it, fixing it or anything. Then I'm gonna use Divine Sense. So I can sense the presence of a strong evil or extreme good. I'm going to be doing a lot of things. I don't know if they'll do anything. I just want to check in general. So essentially, I'd know the location of Celestial Fiend or Undead.
Celestial Fiend and Undead.
Mm-hmm. Within 60 feet. So even if it's not just him, if you're trying to hide some on me.
I'm just trying to think through everything.
Okay.
So you cast this. What does this look like?
There's like it's not super noticeable. It's just like there's more of a divine glimmer behind her eye, like in her eyes as she looks around to try and see anything that lights up to show any of those beings.
Okay. And when it goes off, you do not get any sort of sign of a celestial, undead, or fiend.
Right. Next on the list of things to do, I don't know if this is gonna help because it's not here anymore to see, but I'm gonna do this quick, and she'll cast Lesser Restoration on him. Which it won't fix anything. She casts it just to be safe.
I think I messed up when I said you felt extra bumps near his knuckles. That's my bad. What you found is that his fingernails are like stronger than usual fingernails. Because I think that's the way his claws look.
Yeah.
I was thinking Wolverine
He's Freddy
claws,
Krueger.
but
He's
I
not
think
Wolverine.
Yeah.
I was ready to roll with it, man.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't think that's right, but I'm ready to roll with it.
I really thought about it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's wrong. So you probably you feel his fingernails are like much harder than what they should be.
And then one last thing to cast, just to be overly protective. If it's already here, it might not help, but if it tries to come back, it will. And she'll use Protection from Good and Evil. It only lasts for 10 minutes. Any aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead have disadvantage on attacks against him. He can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by any of those creatures. And if he has advantage on any new saving throws if they are already possessed, which I assume none of those things are happening. But again, she's being overly protective and making sure she can cut out anything that she can take care of.
So Valida does all these things to you, Zorag. You feel good afterward. Like you definitely feel something. I mean, maybe it's
Cloud 9.
Maybe it's just that you haven't been cared for like this in a long time. I don't know, but
I have been up north. It's a harsh motherfucker up there.
That's all I can do for you for now. I'm not gifted enough to do anything further yet. Hopefully it helps. Are you ready for today?
I haven't been ready in years.
Fair. Well,
I'd rather have a drink to discuss this.
a drink would be nice. Oh, I was not supposed to be over here. Sorry, I'll just go back that way.
That's
I mean, Mug, the pirate, as he walks by.
The only place we're gonna get a drink is there, so
let's get to Phandalin and I'll tell you some things.
All right. As she will go to get her armor on.
I
All
watch
right,
her
well,
start putting her armor on, and I go, "Fucking hell, that takes forever.
Yeah.
Why do you even bother taking it off to sleep in it?"
You don't want to sleep in armor, trust me.
I mean, I'll take your word for it, but I wouldn't want to put it on either. Shit.
all right. Aelin is gonna look over Christor, Dandy, and Tav. How are they doing?
You know, they probably mixed emotions, excited to be free, but also kind of like, what do I do now? Like confused, like where do I go? I got to get back to my family. There's like a lot of mixed emotions going on, but they seem like they're doing okay. They still look scrawny, like they're malnourished. You guys probably during the night at some point like gave them rations, I would assume. So like they're okay, but like it looks like it might be a little bit before they fully recover health-wise.
All right.
Is-
Aelin will just mention that Phandalin is a safe place, and she knows someone that could hook him up with a whole lot of good apples.
That is fantastic. Hopefully there's some attractive young ladies there as well.
Well, last I heard there was someone named Elsa, but I'm not sure if she's there anymore.
Elsa, you say? She sounds like my type of gal.
I'm pretty sure she is.
So I assume you guys start heading to Phandalin.
Is Leosin still with us, or did he walk off in the night?
You better not have.
He is
Aelin's
still
gonna be
with you.
pissed.
Okay, fair enough. That's all I wanted to know. So I guess we start heading out then.
Yeah. I'll jump on the horse.
Sweet. All right. Y'all start to travel to Phandalin. It's not that far. You'll get there today. What do you do on your short trek? You're not going to get lost, probably. Unless you roll really bad on survival, whoever's guiding. The DC is like 2. So, what do you guys each want to be in charge of during your travel?
I mean, I can be
riding-
guiding if you'd like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll be riding behind Zorag and mostly watch to make sure he's okay, because I still don't know what the hell happened.
All right, Zorag,
Yeah.
you're going to roll me that survival. You're guiding. You literally can't fail. You have +4. Okay.
Ooh.
Who's keeping an eye out?
Aelin will.
Okay, Aelin, roll me perception. Sweet.
Yay.
I mean, if you only wanted us to keep one eye out, Zorak.
Oh.
Ha! Puns.
Anybody else doing anything special?
I will play my violin and help.
I was
set
literally
mood.
gonna scream at you to tell you to play the violin.
See, you
Now
could-
is the time.
So in the future, this is actually an interesting thing. In the future, when I'm like, you could do that as like, I'd ask you for like a performance check, and then maybe you would give like bardic inspiration to somebody or something for free. Something like that would be kind of fun.
Sweet.
So yeah, just for the future. But everything's all good. So you guys, for a few hours, begin to walk northeast to Phandalin. You start trudging through some familiar forests until you eventually hit the Tribor Trail. Aelin, at some point during the trek, you hear movement coming up ahead of you on the trail.
All right. Can she identify whether it's a person or a creature just by listening?
With a 21, you would hear it's a creature, maybe multiple.
All right, she's gonna inform the group as like, there's something up ahead. Sounds like creatures. Group of them.
I swear if it's goblins.
All right, she's gonna pull out her short bow. And can she dash ahead to see if she can get a closer look?
As you begin to dash ahead, you see these two figures run from the right to the left across the trail. They're two wolves, gray wolves, run and scurry to the left ahead of you in front of the trail ahead of you. Another few seconds go by and you're still, I don't know if you're still sprinting or if you stop when you see this.
I stopped.
Okay, you stopped. You see a little puppy wolf come out of the woods. And it's kind of like playing and jumping. One of the wolves comes back for it and picks it up in its mouth and just stares back at Zorag. And then
I look at it and I just nod.
it just scoops him up, runs back into the other side of the trees.
That helped my soul.
Is that a pet or something, or?
All
About
right,
6 months ago, someone burned the forest down, and maybe those were two of the wolves we rescued.
Now, why would anyone do that? That guy sounds like a dick.
He kind of was.
Did you kill him?
Seeing how he is possibly a dragon now, flying around and the cultists worship him, no.
See, I feel like this is the sort of thing that we as a team should discuss at some point, because I'm still finding things out about our main objective that I didn't know.
Well, the last time you tried to get information, you decided to tie us to chairs. So forgive me if I don't trust you.
I'm sorry. I thought you liked being tied up. You seem like that kind of guy.
Aylin's got a face plant.
I tie
Oh,
myself
the
with my
dirt.
snake
Face
and I
palm.
walk away.
Face palm.
Well,
Or
as you-
face plant.
As you go to face-palm, you see out of the corner of your eye just this brief flash of light, like the sun reflecting off of something shiny. As a rock comes flying at the back of Ivern's head.
Why me?
At Aylin, you look up to the left and you look up to the right, and in the trees there's this cliff face. You see a group of kobolds looking down upon you.
She'll call out, kobolds, and
Shit. No. Uh-oh. Okay. I'll get them on the layer here. So there's the kobolds. Hold on.
ooh, so dapper.
Cool. As you look up there, Aelin, you also see that some of them are riding some green lizard-like things, beasts. You've seen them in the caves before. I believe you were one of the ones who saw them.
Yes. It's like, oh, great. We got company.
Let me roll this sling attack on you, Ivrin. See how it does.
Sure.
What is going on? I can't like do anything. Here we go.
So many layers.
So it was headed for Iverin's head, but it just whizzes past as Aelin says, "Look out!" and it goes and hits the ground. You all turn up to see these kobolds on the cliff. We're gonna go ahead and roll some initiative.
What?
Yes.
Initiative in D&D, it's unheard of.
11.
Holy tamale. All right.
It's 18.15 because I don't know why I'm doing decimal points now. I have no idea what happened.
You probably turned on
I
the
have no idea.
thing.
Probably.
I think it's just turned off for this campaign because we all haven't.
I
Oh,
don't have
wow.
any. I've never had a decimal point.
You might just not have one.
You mean I've been rolling
It's
whole
it's
numbers
based
this
off
whole
of
time?
Dex, so she should have one, but I don't know why it's not popping up.
It's not a big deal.
Internet new.
Cool. All right. So, you warn the party about these kobolds up ahead, and you watch this big, not this big, but this kobold up on top of one of these green lizards, riding it like it was like a horse or something. Leaps off of the cliff, and the lizard just starts to make its way down toward all of you. This thing's
Whoa.
pretty fast. As it comes at Valieta, it slams into her knees. Go
Into
ahead
my
and...
horse. I'm on my horse.
Oh, you're on your horse. Have your horse roll me a strength save.
Second, let me pull them up.
If it's easier for you, just roll one for Valieta if you don't have horse.
No, I have horse stats.
She's on a horse.
21.
Nice. Yeah, it impacts, but your horse kind of... It stays sturdy, and it kicks the lizard a little bit with its hoof. As it comes up to you, though, it has this big mace, this big stone mace in its hand, and it brings it down on your horse's knee for a 13.
That'll hit.
6 bludgeoning.
Alright.
Then the lizard comes in and bites at the horse's ankles as well. 8. It's not gonna hit.
That'll miss.
Cool. So, you watch. There is another one of these kobolds riding these green lizard beasts back here on top of the rock. He just kind of he stays up there, but he's like looking out. Go ahead, Zorag. It's your go.
So is this guy's like below the tree, right? Like I can see him.
So that one in particular is in the trees.
He's in the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
You knock down the tree, you win.
I guess I would run it. Let's see, that's... So, if I run here, it's 25, but I got 15 foot more of movement.
Mm-hmm.
How high up in the tree is he?
Maybe 20 feet up.
So I've never done climbing combat before.
You're gonna try and climb the tree?
I can climb that tree without any check. I have a 30-foot climb speed. That's what I chose this morning.
Sweet, yeah.
So that's why I was like, ooh, a cliff. That's awesome. I can run up that cliff.
Yeah.
So you see Zorag just sprint up to the tree and just starts climbing it like it's just nothing to him. So I've got an additional 15. So could I like hold on to the tree, grab my great axe and swing it up over my head to try and like either hit the branch to knock the branch down or whatever he's on,
Okay.
to make him fall.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. This is disadvantage if it's sight based.
It is sight based.
So a 10.
Okay. You can try that. Yes. So if you want to go and swing at the tree, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah.
Roll the damage. It's a tree, so. Okay. You
8.
swing your axe down at this branch. It like goes halfway. You bring it back. You swing again. The branch goes and starts to fall as this kobold's wings come out. And it's
You
just,
motherfucker.
I gave you the opportunity to see that
I
it had
know.
wings.
I
And you
know.
rolled bad. So what, you were up here over on this tree? So I understand.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm like 5 foot below him if he just extended his wings to stay in the air.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say that like the way you described it, that's 2 attacks for that. So that would
No,
be my
you
turn.
get another attack. You can have another attack. That was just me flavoring.
Okay.
that.
Can I like reach him? Because my biggest concern was could I reach him? Because I'm 5 foot below him.
Yeah, you can reach him.
Oh, should have just attacked him. But that still would have been funny to chop that branch and watch him fall. That would have been funny.
It wouldn't have been.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 12. And 15 slashing, dear God.
It misses. You're just struggling to like keep your balance on this tree while, hitting your target. It's got wings, so it's just kind of flapping and flying like around you as you try and swing at it. And it kind of snickers at you.
Yeah, that'd be my turn.
Volita, you just had this green lizard beast and kobold run up on you.
Yeah, she will raise her flail, casting Hunter's Mark on the kobold as she does so, and swing the flail. 25 for 12
Yeah.
bludgeoning, and my Hunter's Mark. Do. 6, so 18 total for the first hit.
Okay.
Nice.
The first hit, you smack right into the head of this kobold. It was wearing this like skull. It almost just looks like a bigger kobold skull on its skull. You crack it over the head, the skull shatters, and this kobold falls off of its mount.
And then she raises it up against, "Don't touch my horse," and she's gonna hit the lizard thing.
Okay.
13.
Wait, the lizard thing. You miss.
Okay.
It's just a little too low for you to reach all the way down there.
Fair enough. That is my turn then.
Cool. It is the kobolds next. This kobold right here, up on the cliff, takes this. It's not a slingshot; it's just an actual sling, and he starts, whipping it around his head, and he lets loose a rock down toward Zorag, who's in the tree. Whale, what? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 7. Yeah, no, it just hits off of the tree, bounces. More of those ones. Oh, right, I've had them go on the same initiative. Okay, the one that's flying over Zorag, flies up, attempts to fly up another 10 feet. Zorag, if you want to make an opportunity attack, go for it. Oh my god, yeah. As it
Nat
goes,
20, baby.
it's like, ha,
Oh,
ha, ha, ha,
yeah.
ha, ha. And he starts flying, flapping his wings, and as he starts to go up, you just bring your axe and crush him back down to the ground. He plops out of the tree, hits hard onto the ground. Dead. God damn it. This one flies out of the tree, starts making its way that way toward the party. It is now Ivrin's. No, sorry, he is going to fling a rock at Valieda. $22 for 4. bludgeoning.
Why do you roll so damn high against
I don't
me?
know. It's always against you.
The person you need to roll high against.
Yeah. Okay. That is that. It is now Ivrin's turn.
I will move. I'll move underneath Zorag towards the tree, fixing my hat, and I'll say, "You little fuckers!" and I'll pull out the card with the dice on it, and I'll point it towards the two at the back, on top of the cliff, and I will cast Shatter at them. So that is a Constitution saving throw for both of them.
Okay.
It's right there.
The ones on the cliff, you said?
Yeah, these two.
Okay, so 2
The lizard thing.
and a 14.
They both fail. So they both take 3d8 thunder damage. 12 thunder damage on
Okay.
both of those.
The kobold, the ground starts to shake, and the thunder damage comes out, and this kobold falls off to the cliff, toof, 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 hits a few rocks on the way down, and dies. Kobolds are so squishy.
I think I'm going to end my turn there. I'm not going to bother inspiring anyone because I don't think we'll need to.
Aelin.
Alrighty then. Aelin is going to first fire her bow over at the kobold in the distance here.
Okay.
22
Yeah, hit.
for 5 piercing damage.
Yeah, your arrow strikes through one of the wings of the kobold, and he has to re-steady himself.
And she is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet to over here to get a little bit closer, but not close enough for the lizard to attack. And that'll be our turn.
Okie dokie. So now it's these green lizard beings, guard drakes, as it says on the turn order. You guys can see that. Oh, you guys can't? For some reason the
No.
stream can.
Nope.
All right,
The on
so
screen.
the one right in front of Valieda, again. So, does this horse have its own HP pool?
Yeah. Yep.
It begins to bite at the horse. 23 for 4 piercing.
Right.
And then after it makes contact with its bite, it kind of grabs onto the leg, and then it like starts whipping its body until its tail comes around and smacks at the horse. 7 doesn't
hit.
seem to have enough power to actually damage. Okay, so it makes 2 attacks with its bite. So it lets go, and it goes for another bite. 24 for 5 piercing.
Horse is still up.
You watch this other kobold that's still left on top of one of these green lizards start saying something in what you can assume is like kobold speak. And he points, and then he starts to book it back into the trees. But you watch as this other drake jumps from the cliff and starts to make its way down into the fray. All right, Zorag. Can't hear you.
There we
Y'all
go.
are probably gonna hear an echo for a second because my headphones just went crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this.
We don't hear echo.
So
you're
there's a
good.
lizard. So y'all can't hear yourselves talk.
No.
Okay. So this lizard, it's down on the ground below me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would climb down. So I would just go down 15 foot and then run up and just try to like chop this lizard thing with my great axe twice.
Yeah, go for it.
Here's the first one is 21 with 6.
Yeah, that hits.
And the second one is a 24 for 14.
It also hits. You do 2 big cleaves into this thing. It lets out a sort of whimper, but a strange whimper, not like a wolf or something. Yeah, what else?
That would be it.
Valida, your
Can you hear
go.
me?
She raises her flail again. Singular vein in her eyes starts to pulsate as she swings down on this here guy. I'm gonna, if it hits, it's weird because it puts damage right away. If it hits, I'll divine smite as well.
Okay.
24. And then so total
Oh,
of
nice.
21. Oh, and I forgot to move my hunter's mark. I'll do it in between attacks if he's still up.
Yeah, he's still up.
Okay, so then I'll move the hunter's mark and swing again. So it's total, what, 21 damage for the first hit? 14.
That one, that just hits as well.
Alright, cool. And then I'll put the hunter's mark on top of the 7 bludgeoning. Or 7 magic, I guess it is technically. Extra 3, so this turn there was a total of 31 damage.
Cool. All right, yeah, he takes them all. But it's still up. These things seem much hardier than the kobolds.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's my turn, though.
Are there any kobolds still alive? Yes. Okay. So you watch this kobold as he flies. What's their movement? He begins to fly toward one of you. The 30 fly. Okay. He flies to over Zorag's head and drops a big rock on you. 15. If that hits, that's 4.
Can I cutting words it?
Sure.
I will say to it as it is attempting to flutter the rock over his head. I'll say, my grandma has much more strength in her, God rest her soul, than you.
Oh, grandma.
And then I roll, I think, a D8, and it's subtracted from the roll, the attack
Okay.
roll.
Yeah.
1.
Okay, so it only does... Oh, sorry, it's a 14.
So it's a 14 to
It's a
hit.
14 to hit. So does that still hit? It does?
Shit.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
I only have
rock
14 AC.
comes down poof, and hits you in the head for 4 piercing. Or 4 bludgeoning.
Okay. Oh, I should have all my HP back. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay. So now it is Ivrin's turn.
Ivor feels a little defeated at the fact that that just did nothing. I will...
Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
DM should never insult themselves.
I need
Clear.
single target attacks. I will look at... Actually, no. I'm gonna pull out a new card, which is this drop of blood, but the bottom half of it and sort of the rim around it is darker and looking like blackish green. And I will flip it and I'll point to the Drake fighting Valida, the Kobold fighting Zorag, and the next Drake, and I will cast Bane on all 3 of them.
Okay.
So each of those needs to make a charisma saving throw.
The one fighting Valida fails. the kobold here. Hold on. 12.
Fails.
Okay, he fails. And then this Drake rolls an 18.
That succeeds.
Cool. All right.
So the two of them are baned. And then I will, I guess, walk back over to the group and I'll put my hand on the captain and I'll say, you want to get on this or want to just watch?
I don't have a weapon. I don't know why he just became French.
I thought
Arr.
he gave you a mace.
Yeah.
Did you now?
Oh god, he
he's-
forgot it at camp.
He like starts looking. Oh, and he pulls out this mace. All right.
He's going mad in
I'll
his
roll
old
him.
age.
I'll roll
He
him
needs
some
rum
initiative.
stat.
10. Okay, cool. All right. So he will go after Aelin.
It's my turn.
Aelin, your go.
Alrighty, Aelin is going to put away her short bow and grab out her short sword, jump up behind here, and stab the lizard.
Go for it. 18. That does hit the lizard.
Alright. Do I get
You-
sneak attack
You
at
do
this
get
time?
sneak attack.
Alright. I was trying to remember to do it. Alright, so I'll click that first, and then click the thing.
Awesome.
So that is 19 altogether. 10 for sneak and 9 piercing.
Big hit. You come up right behind this thing, stab it in like a weak point where you see like its armor doesn't seem to be as strong, its natural hide doesn't seem to be as thick. You get in there nice and good, and the thing is looking real bad.
Alright then. Then she will use cunning action to step back so that she doesn't get attacked by the lizard. Just over to here.
So it's gonna turn around and try to snap at you.
She cunning action, so
Oh,
she
you can
Yeah.
action. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
misheard. I didn't hear that. All right, you're good.
And it missed!
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tries to snap at you, but you're already gone by the time he turns around. It is now the captain's turn. The captain, with his little stubby legs, runs up beside Valiada here and comes with his mace. Poof. He's not really good with. I didn't actually give this character stats.
That's fine.
So,
Fake it till you make it.
strength. Let's see.
Yeah, it's strength based.
Trying to think what his strength would be. It's probably give him that. Okay, 17. So he would hit. It's a 1d6, I believe, for mace plus the 2. He's not proficient, so 3 damage as he comes into this fight and brings his mace down right onto the head of the lizard, and the brain matter splats out. And the lizard's dead.
Yay! Way to go, Cap.
Get him, Captain.
The green drake next to Zorag is going to give some bites. 11, 21. The 21, I assume, hits. It does 11 piercing as he latches on. He begins flapping around and trying to hit you with its tail. 16 for 5 bludgeoning. Yep.
Yep, that hits.
All right. That's its turn as it's gripped onto your arm and thrashing around. Zorag, what do you do?
Zorag, after being hit multiple times, you see his head starts to twitch. He's just kind of mumbling to himself, and you see, I hate giving Dragon Ball Z references and stuff,
Do it.
but this is what happens essentially.
Do it.
This tail, you see underneath his little,
Loincloth?
I guess, cloth that he has wrapped around his waist. It just shoots out from underneath him with these scales. Like, it starts to form first. It's just like this weird skin covered in mucus, and then these scales start to shoot out of it and overlap one another and lay down with the fin coming out. And he just immediately starts screaming at the top of his lungs as he just immediately tries to kill the lizard that's in front of him.
All right.
It, like,
With his
lift
great
the
axe.
loincloth, so all we see
Give
is
me 1
back
second,
cheek.
because it's kind of hard for me to hear people right now. Yeah, I can hear you all now.
Go for it.
Attack. This is first swing.
Yeah. It's a big hit.
That's 25, but it's not. I didn't have the rage, so that's +2 to the rage.
Okay. Yeah.
So 16.
16.
Let me click
You've
that.
done a big number to this creature. If you think if you could connect another one, you could take him down.
All right. As I come in with this great axe and I like chop down into it, I'm going to just have my tail. It wraps around like with a mind of its own, like try and like smack, like pierce into it, or like pierce into it. Like the tail just kind of comes up and tries to go straight towards its brain.
Okay. Yep.
So I'll swing with that for 17.
Yep. Right into the brain. And the Drake goes down.
All right. And with that, I would. So this kobold next to him, he's unconscious, or what's that
No,
symbol?
he's baned.
He's baned. Okay. Yeah, I would just turn to it as not to do an intimidation, but as I kill this Drake or whatever that was, I turn and look at this kobold, and all this kobold can see is that my eye has like this slit that looks like a dragon's eye piercing into it.
Okay.
And that would be my turn. As I roar.
He looks at you and like kind of tilts his head sideways and says something in his language you do not understand.
Yeah, I don't speak Draconic, so.
Valida.
Is this guy on the ground, or where's he relatively? Can I hit him
Flying.
from the ground? If he's not.
He's flying. He's he was already up, so I think he's 30 feet up.
30 feet. Okay. Let's see what I can do. You know, it'd be crazy. Let's do it. Okay, so this is a little insane, but Folly does a little mad. Not super mad, but a little mad. Can I charge at him, use Misty Step to get 30 feet in the air and hit him before I fall back down?
Wait, what?
So
you use Misty
sounds
Step to get
awesome.
above him, and then
to like his level, and then hit him twice before I fall back down.
But wait, how high is the tree?
Well, he's flying 30 feet,
okay.
and I'm on a horse, so I'd be on a horse in the air with Misty Step.
I'm gonna let you attempt this.
Okay.
So, roll me as you Misty Step above, right? Roll me an athletics check to see if you're athletically able to come out of the Misty Step, figure out your situation, get your weapon ready, and come down.
Gee, athletic enough. Watch this. 12.
Okay. Now roll me an attack with disadvantage.
All right. 12.
Does that hit?
Do I get both
No, it
attacks or
doesn't.
just the one?
I would say with that, just the one.
Okay. That's
That's
fair.
all you would have had time for as you're falling. You would fall to the ground.
Yeah.
And so, 30 feet fall, is that... How much damage would you take?
3d6, but would my horse take it or would I take it?
Oh, you teleported with your horse?
Yeah, whatever spell I cast on myself gets cast on the horse as well.
He's
I guess
dead.
your horse
The dead
would take
horse.
it. 3d6.
It's
Spiritual
dead.
horse.
It's gone. So as soon as it hits the ground, like it starts to dissipate in the air, and then reases away, and then she lands on the ground, not happy.
All right. It's this thing's turn. So now you're over here then, somewhere. I'd say.
Oh, I grabbed her at the same time.
Oh. I'm trying to. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It outstretches its fingers, and this fire starts to form, and it lets loose this wave of fire down at Zorag. Go ahead, roll me a dexterity save. Okay. You fail as this fire engulfs you and does 13 fire damage. It looks around at the situation it's in and it begins to try to flee. I assume Zorag would be within range because it was only 5 feet above Zorag, who's in the tree.
I thought he was on the ground already.
Did Zorag fall to the ground?
Yeah, he had to attack the Drake.
Yeah, I'm on the ground.
Right, gotcha. Okay, I forgot you went on the ground. So yeah, he
Couple
starts to fly off then 30 feet that way.
Question though, how high up is he?
He's 30 feet above.
Damn, I was hoping you'd say 10.
Nah.
No, that's why I had to misty step up to him.
Well, I have reach with that tail, so I was like, yeah, boy.
Ivern.
I will run 30 feet up, and I can see him now, I assume, at the base of the tree.
Yeah.
And I will cast Vicious Mockery on it. And I will say, you can dodge a blade, but you can never avoid how fucking ugly you are. So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw, minus a d4.
Yeah. I think it's minus.
Just to clarify, DM, that attack that I did, did he have to
He
make
fails.
an attack roll, or was it just like a straight spell?
It was just a straight spell.
Like-
You had to make a dex save.
Okay.
He
Just
fails.
want to double check.
He takes 2 points of psychic damage
All right. That's
and
actually.
has disadvantage on his next attack roll. Minus
Yeah,
d4 as
so
well.
he starts to fly away, scared as shit, and Ivern just comes out and like insults him. It hits into his brain, and he just like has like a hemorrhage and falls and smacks into the rocks.
Oh god, I bullied him to death. I don't feel good about that.
That's
Great
this
job,
combat.
Ivern.
I don't think it was. I feel kind of bad about myself.
Ah, don't be.
Shit.
Okay, so combat's over. Congratulations, y'all. Just debating whether to even
Yay!
throw that at you or not, but I'm still testing the waters to see like what you guys can handle.
What we can take.
Yeah.
Remove
Poor
the
Just
goblin.
throw a bunch of
Zorag.
CR12s at us. Just throw CR12s at us, man.
Yeah, I mean, those guard drakes, they're not like a crazy high thing or anything, but, you know, I threw a couple out of them at you in a homebrew thing. I wanted to see, like, how would they stack up, and you guys wipe the floor, so we're good. I know that you guys can handle
He
some
throws
shit.
in an ancient. He throws in an ancient blue dragon next session.
I'll take it. Bring it on.
Do it. We'll insult him to death.
Okay. So y'all travel for another hour.
Quick question though before we continue on. Aelin wants to go up to Zorag and go,
Yeah.
"Hey, Taya's back."
God damn it. You see that he starts to pant, and after a few seconds, like he just looks so mad, he like turns to you and you can see this draconian eye looking at you as he just starts to breathe slower and slower, and you see that the tail just kind of slowly dissipates, like it's kind of retracting back into his body.
Aelin just kind of tilts her head to the side, is like, hey, that's kind of cool.
Concerning is what it is.
Where do you keep it?
I can.
Let's get some box wine in you. We're almost there.
Let's just get to Phandalin.
Yeah.
I turn to Valida. Am I the only one assuming it goes back up his butthole? Because
Yes.
where else is it gonna go, right?
I think you're the only one that's thinking that, yes.
I'm really concerned.
I am too, but not for the same reasons.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys walk and talk about Zorag's butthole for another hour, until you until you start to get to where you know Phandalin should be, and it is. But
Oh, thank God.
as you approach,
I was about to be like, what?
you come to that familiar hill crest that overlooks the town, and it looks a bit different. There's now these wooden barricades surrounding the whole city, with ballistas here and there scattered on top. And that's where we're gonna go to a break.
Yay!
I just want to
did
know
it,
why
folks.
everyone talks about Zorag's private areas. Like last season,
I try not to.
Does he tie that up underneath his little,
You
and
did
it's
for
like,
yourself,
oh my god, now
Daddy.
it's
It's
about my
all
butthole.
equal.
I do not.
It's all
It
equal.
is mostly me. I will admit.
It's
It
just
is
fun to
equal.
mess with you, dude. But,
Very much.
We'll be right back, everybody, in 10 minutes or so. So grab a snack, and we'll see you soon. Welcome back. We were being a bit silly during the break, as y'all can tell. But we left off with our party looking over the horizon, over the cliff at the town of Phandalin, down below, with wooden walls surrounding. Yeah. And you guys, you walk down to the newly constructed gate. You're just met with this wood gate.
Rumshoe didn't say anything about this in the letter.
While we were going down there, did I see like the remains of a goblin with like an arrow in its back?
No, that happened a different direction.
Ah, I thought we did it head towards the Trivor.
I think you're right, but I think it was like into the woods. I don't.
Ah, makes sense. I was
Also,
just
it's
curious.
been 6 months.
Yeah, that too.
I'm probably
Never
dragged it
know.
off.
Just like bones.
Alright, Aelin is gonna make her way over to the front gate,
Mm-hmm.
taking a look up to see if there's any scouts looking down towards us.
No one.
Bummer.
We can just open the gate.
Yeah, you
Pretty
go
sure the
up
gate is open.
and you push on the gate, and it opens. Here, just let yourself in.
The hell kind of guards don't go to the gate on the side of the fucking town?
It's relatively new.
different.
I listen out. Do I hear people in the town?
Yes. Now that you are in the town, you do see there's a few people milling around. One of the first things you see on your way in. Hold on, I gotta go over to the page myself here.
So it's not a ghost town.
The first thing you would see in front of you is Barton's provisions. And you probably see him just kind of like shoveling some hay, or using a pitchfork and moving some hay into some, I can't think of the right word. I want to say cages, but that's not the right word. Fenced-in area, some fencing, where there's some horses, and he's feeding them. My brain's shattered.
A pen.
A pen.
A good word for it.
A horse stall.
Yeah.
Stall.
There's some people here and there, but it's not a big town. Never mind, I don't want to spoil anything, just in case you're wanting to keep that a thing. Yeah, so...
Alright,
What do you
so
guys
we're
wanna do?
coming in. So we're coming in from the north side?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna point immediately down the path. It's like, my uncle's orchard is down over that ways. So I give a look over to Leosin. So if you don't want to come with us, you can go right over there. Just mention Aelin to my uncle, and he'll let you stay for a few days.
Thank you very much. What are you all going to do next?
Gotta get some alcohol into Zorag.
All right. Where is the best place to do that?
Probably the Sleeping Giant. I think, Grista, she should still be working there. I look over at Valiada and Zorag. It's like, yeah, she was still working there last, you guys were here too, right?
Yeah, we were here at the same time you were, so I don't think anything's changed. Well, wait, you've been here. Have you been here recently? Since we were all here last?
No, I've just been exchanging letters with my uncle.
Alright.
So he's just been keeping me up to date on a few things. So
Did your uncle tell you why the walls are here?
yeah, what did Uncle mention? Uncle Darren mention about the walls?
So there was, after you guys left Phandalin, some shit started to go down. There was bands of orcs that were plaguing the area. And they were very worried about these orcs. But not only that, there was also the threat of a white dragon in the area. The walls were built to kind of deal with that situation. Mostly the walls were for the orcs, the ballistas were for the dragon. I mean, kind of both, but you know.
Alright, she'll pass on. It's like, yeah, there was a bit of an orc situation, and they managed to deal with it, and so they put up some walls, and the ballistas were because there was a white dragon issue, but from what I heard, it was taken care of.
They had a dragon issue here?
It's someone killed a dragon?
Yeah.
What do you mean again?
Who killed a dragon? Who took care of what happened here? All I heard was Rumshu lost his finger. That's all I've been told.
You
Listen,
probably
if someone
don't
killed
have
a
that info,
dragon,
Hmm?
someone
Sorry, I
killed a
didn't get
dragon, we
that.
should go.
You probably wouldn't have that info as to like how it was dealt with, necessarily.
It's like, my uncle just wrote to me that it was just taken care of. That's it. Believe me, I almost ran down here myself after reading his letter, but he reassured me that everything was fine. Believe me, I'll be talking with him a little bit.
Well, we should ask around, see if we can find out who dealt with a dragon, because they'll probably come in pretty handy in our dragon cult, exposure. I'm pretty sure that those kobolds were tracking one of us for that reason. So, well, who would have the most information? I tend to think it's barkeeps.
Or
Yeah,
the town
barkeeps.
master.
Yeah, we can either go to the Town Master's Hall, Stonehill Inn, or Sleeping Giant.
Well, which one do you recommend?
Let's see.
Zorag has a flashback of Elsa and just goes. If you want a drink, go to the sleeping giant.
I think we need to talk to Sildar if he's here.
Did they
All
ever
right.
find a new town master?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, how about we split up? A couple of us will go over to the Sleeping Giant, and a few of us will go over to Town Master's Hall. And I could even get these three, she indicates to Christor, Dandy, and Tav, over to the Stonehill Inn.
That would be wonderful. Where is this Elsa?
If she's not at the Stonehill Inn or the Town Master's Hall, then she's probably out of town. But we'll find out when we get there. You'll identify her pretty quick. Trust me.
Wonderful.
You'll know her. Trust me.
So, what do you guys end up doing? Townmaster Hall, Sleeping Giant Inn, splitting up. You can show them where the Stonehill is on the way. That's not hard.
Mhm.
As we're walking by, I look over at the smithy. Do I see the guy out there working at his little forge?
Yeah. You hear him. You hear the clanging of steel.
So, can I see him or can I just hear him?
You just hear him.
Oh, damn. I was hoping his forge was like out in front. No, never mind then.
Okay.
I do want to clock the smithy, if Zorag points it out, because I want to custom order a rapier.
Ew.
Okay.
So I will remember that he's there.
Gotcha.
And walking over to towards the Stonehill Inn, I want to keep an eye out for Sister Gariel, see if she's even still stationed here.
Okay, so yeah, you guys start heading down the main street of Phandalin, and you get to the town center. You do not see Sister Gariel at the Shrine of Luck. Roll me perception checks.
Perception. Oh, nat 20!
I think that even need to roll apart from that.
Oh
I
wow!
also rolled a nat 20, but I have a
You
minus
guys are
You made
like
it through. God.
you for some reason you remember Phandalin so well, and immediately
Because it's so different.
it just hits you how weird this is. The walls are weird. But you also see as you get to the center, in the town green, there's like this pillar monument, and also in the southern part of the town square here, there is this immaculate gold-colored statue. It seems to have multiple figures on it. So if you guys are interested in checking those out,
Yeah, we'll check him out.
one. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
where do you go to first?
Same.
I'm going to go to the one
Cyber
of solid gold.
Me too. I'll follow him to the statue.
Aelin will
Okay.
go to the other one.
This solid
I'm going to
gold.
go to the brazier.
The what? The brazier?
Or the obelisk. The
The
obelisk.
obelisk. Gotcha. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anybody went to the gold statue? You're met with these. Hold on, I gotta think in my head here. I feel like I'm missing somebody. No? Okay. You see these three unfamiliar humanoids kind of in the backdrop. They're all kind of in a circle, but they're kind of behind, and it's kind of by height. There's this really tall guy who's kind of got almost a lazy posture though in the back. There's this turtle-looking woman. There's just kind of this just a basic humanoid. These figures, but you see that there's this big dragon tail that goes around, wraps around some of them, and then this dragon body, and all this is just made out of pure gold. or at least looks like gold. And standing on top of the dragon is a goblin with his boot on the back of the dragon's head, just looking like brave.
Everyone takes a good look at it and cocks his head. These are the people who killed the dragon?
What in the hell's happened here?
What the shit? Well, they say that heroes come from the most unlikely of places. These are some really unlikely places. Fuck. Which one's your friend?
I need alcohol now. I need alcohol now.
She won't
Does it
even
say the names on the bottom?
Yeah, upon further inspection, there's a little plaque that says, like, in honor of the great heroes of Phandalin, Rumshu, Tarvalar, Donabella, and Fevrin.
Which one would be Rumshu?
Did you just say Rumshu?
Surely the one that's slouching, right? Because he's probably drunk.
I'm still asleep. I need a drink right now. Right now.
Oh, no.
Right now. It starts walking towards the sleeping giant.
All right.
Oh, no.
Aelin and Zorag. You see this obelisk-like pillar. It's, what is it, pure marble? Is that what we said? Tom?
Yeah, it was marble, and there's
Marble.
like a brazier in front of it.
Yeah, with a brazier in front of it. If you read, there is a plaque on this one as well, and it reads, "To those who gave their lives during the Cragmaw raid." Yeah.
Aylin's tilting her head to the side. Cragmar raid. Is that the orcs?
It's where Jack died.
And then you look on the, you continue looking, and it has the list of all of the names of the people who died.
Is
Lenine-
Jack's name?
Yeah.
Lenine's on there. Jack's name's
Lenine,
on there.
Randolph, Pearson, Jack. Is that it? I think that was it.
Aelin lets out a breath and goes, Uncle didn't tell me about this one, just mentioned the statue.
Zorak stands there for, I would say, a good 30 seconds. Like a long, silent 30 seconds. He just lets out a sigh. And without turning to... damn it, for some reason, Nyssa, your character's name, has
Aelin.
eluded me.
Aelin.
Just like,
Okay.
without turning to Aelin, he just says... We were mutual acquaintances of Jack.
Yes.
But to get one thing straight, I don't much care for the Harpers. I'm doing what we're doing for two reasons. My village was killed by that dragon. And in honor of Jack, this quest needs to end.
Aelin will put her hand on the marble right by Jack's name and will just reply, Harper's is a job I'm questioning each and every day. She'll kind of glance over her shoulder at Zorak and go, may not be working for them much longer.
He
She'll
doesn't say
press
anything,
her-
he just kind of looks at it a little longer.
She'll press her fingertips to her lips and then touch Jack's name again and then start walking away towards the dragon, and the dragon with the 4 people on it and give out a low whistle, kind of shaking off the morose feeling and go, well, that's sure gaudy.
Wait, don't tell me. Rumshu, I point to Tavala. Fevrin, I point to Donabella. Taravalar, I point to Fevrin. And this one looks like a Donabella. I think it's got kind of feminine features. As I point to Rumshu.
Aelin will snort and only point at Rumshu and go, nah, that's Rumshu.
Oh, you're friends with a goblin. Cool, cool. Great. Is he here?
No idea. Let's find out.
Sure. Valida went to the Sleeping Giant, so that's where we'll go, I guess.
Believe it or not, and while walking with Aelin will kind of give a little bit of a summary about how she met Rumshu.
Okay. Well, he sounds like a delightful little man.
Mm-hmm.
So, you all head off to the Sleeping Giant Inn. You show your freed, the freed prisoners, the Stonehill Inn. They go in and, they'll figure their own stuff out from there. Thank you.
Aelin will buy them rooms for the next couple of nights until they can get their affairs in order.
Oh. Finally, for once, the Dragonborn speaks up.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Aelin will give a smile over to Tab and just tell him, "You're welcome. I hope you're able to get home safely."
Gives you a nod and walks into the Stonehill Inn. You all continue down the road to the Sleeping Giant. You pass familiar buildings in this quaint little town until you get to the doors. Saloon-style doors swing open. Step on inside. Valeda's wasn't too much further ahead of you, so she's just, probably entered herself.
There's a hand on her head where the kobold that hit her is just... I don't know what's going on. I'm losing it. Is Grizlocke behind the counter?
She is frantically running table to table. Just serving people.
Yes, if she doesn't notice a Goliath woman walk in, she'll just put her hand on her shoulder and spin her to look at her.
Back and take a seat, will ya? Oh.
Grista, I don't know what's going. Tell me something that you would know, but nobody else would about us. We didn't talk much, but I need some kind of confirmation that I'm not possessed or seeing things or something.
Slow feckin' down. What's wrong?
What? I should be asking you that. What is going on in this town? What has happened here?
She saw a gold statue and then she was freaking out.
She puts her hand to her head. You seen the little shits thing? Yeah.
Yes, it's very well crafted. Kudos to the. What's been happening? Why is there a palisade? Why is there a statue? What, a dragon was here? What's going on here?
I'm a little busy right now. So sit on down, and when I have a moment, I'll come over.
All right. I'm sorry.
What the feck? She continues bringing shit to people. And when she finally has a moment, she sits down at the table with you all.
Cardboard box still here?
The cardboard box is still there. I unfortunately didn't prepare the bar.
The mysterious cardboard box from another dimension because cardboard.
Yeah, I
The chicken
unfortunately
sound still in here.
didn't prepare the tavern layout thing, so unfortunately no cardboard box, but it's still there.
Is the
In our
chicken
minds,
still?
in
Oh
our
no, we
hearts.
took that
At
chicken.
least one
didn't
thing's
we?
right in the world here.
What is this magical brown thing? Feels kind of squishy but hard.
We just stay away from it. Don't touch it or anything.
Roll something.
Oh, okay.
It will devour your soul.
Or I see like a cat inside of it or something. Close the lid of it and you open the box and it's gone.
Oh god. Schrodinger's
I've-
box.
Never met. Who's the new one?
I pick up my hat and I put it to my chest. Charmed to meet you, love. Name's Ivorin Silvertongue.
Ivory.
Hold out my hand.
You look feckin' familiar, Ivory.
I'll need a drink to tell that story. Whiskey?
Whiskey. And she goes to get the whiskey. She comes back with some glasses, puts them down.
Krista, what is the strongest thing you have? And I know you dwarves have stronger shit.
She laughs, which she laughs more than than you're expecting. It's almost like she's relieving a bunch of stress, just seeing some familiar faces, and she goes behind the bar and gets out something. It's like a clear liquid, but there's like kind of like a fogginess to it. She brings that down too. So what the fuck are you doing in town?
We needed somewhere to stay for a little bit. We got in a little bit of a mess helping somebody that these two know. She'll nod to Aelin and Ivern. She takes a big swig of whatever this dwarvish drink is.
I pull the bottle away from Volley. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, I mean, familiar taste. I haven't had it often, but good.
So what can I help you with? You had questions?
I don't
Yeah.
even know where to start.
First
somebody else.
question is, where's Droop? I thought he was working here.
Yeah, I'm gonna ring him up when I find him.
He's missing.
I don't know. Did he faint somewhere again?
If he fainted, he's dead. I haven't seen him in a week, at least.
And
Oh dear.
Ramshu?
Him either.
So your fabled heroes who slew the dragon are missing. That bodes great for us.
Did they go back up to the manor?
Tresendar. Sorry, I just fucked the voice up. Tresendar.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I've checked all over town. I haven't seen them.
I personally wouldn't mind. I don't know about you lot. If you tell us the tale of what happened for the gold statue and the heroes that slew the dragon, be nice to hear about.
So,
And also when that obelisk was put up, Uncle Darren never said anything about it in his letters to me.
I'm not sure why that would be, but your friend Rumshu, he, despite being a little shit, he's quite the hero. There's...
Wait, hold up. Or is someone saying there's a statue of Rumshu? I didn't see the statue. Like, I didn't go up I just like walked away.
Yeah, it's a giant golden thing that was near the obelisk.
Yep. Yep. It's fucking commissioned by him. He handed the gold over.
He
And
had
it smelted
enough
down.
gold to make that statue.
And then some.
You can start to see, like, through her fingers, the Goliath markings start forming on her face.
Is
Yeah.
with you.
Zorag reaches his hand out and just like tightens as hard as he can on her shoulder to kind of shake her a little bit, just because of what Zorag knows.
Mm.
As he just tries to shake her a little to snap her out of it.
So if you lot are in town, there must be something going on. Should I be worried?
Not yet, at least, no. Hopefully not. We're just following up on what happened before we left. How much have you heard
About the
about
what?
after we left?
Oh, boy. Not much. Fucking Sildar, he told me that, your dwarven friends there died in the mine collapse. There's some terrible accident. Some people have said that they saw a dragon that day, but, not the dragon that your friend had, vanquished.
Yeah.
Since then, we've been plagued with orcs and dragons of our own.
More than one dragon?
Oh, just the one.
Yeah, Uncle told me that it was a white dragon.
That would be right. We had to have the, guards from Waterdeep and Neverwinter send some our way. We had this... Sildar had this, wall constructed. Ballistas put atop. He's in a bit of a rough spot right now.
Where is Sildar?
You've not heard?
No.
He's the town master. You find him right at the hall.
Very good. He was probably the best choice.
He's done a lot for this town, but I think some things are starting to waver.
Like,
There's some in town starting to try and say that perhaps his time as town master may be coming to an end. Our town is in quite a bit of debt after all that construction and guards being sent from all these cities, and
you could melt down that statue, would probably go for a couple gold.
That's one of the talking points of his adversaries.
Well,
How long has that statue been there?
About 2 months.
well, we should speak with him. It's good to see you. Thank you for the information. Oh, what do I owe you for?
These ones
That's
are
right.
on the house.
Thank you. You've always been
Cheers to
too
that.
kind. She will stand up and push her chair and walk outside.
She just, as you guys get up, she kind of takes another look at Ivrin. She's trying to piece something together.
Down the whiskey. Well, I should be off. Cheers! I dip.
Aelin is going to mage hand 10 gold behind the bars for her to find.
And on your way out, she says, "Oh, and you find Droop, send him back here. I have a word for him."
Shall do.
All right. So, what next?
Valida is walking down the street, heading towards the townmaster house, or hall. The Goliath, like, even from behind on her neck, there's a very faint of her Goliath markings showing. They're not, like, increasing, like she's getting mad or anything.
Do I see that?
They're steadily very faint.
Do I
Yeah.
see like this?
Yeah, if you were close enough, you would see them. It's like they're not, like, starting to get, like, when she gets super angry, like they're very red when she's very angry, but they're very faint, as if the blood is starting to get hot, but not to the point of anger.
Zorag kind of like gets closer to Valida, and yeah, at this point he just tries to like whip her around a little bit, like try to grab her arm and kind of get her to look at him.
Yeah, she'll turn to him.
That's up to. It's like,
Yeah.
Valida, calm down.
Sorry, it's a lot. We got whatever's going on with you, and then all this stuff's been happening, and then bringing up what happened in the mines again. It's too much. I don't know what to do.
Breathe.
Okay. I'll breathe. We gotta talk to Sildar though. We gotta figure out what's going on and what to do.
He nods and just slowly lets her go, hoping that kind of affects her marks a little bit.
Yeah, with each breath, they're clearing up a little bit as she's getting control of her blood flow again.
Aelin was watching them, and she's gonna stop and go, "How about you two head on up over to the townmaster's hall?" And she's gonna look over at Ivern. It's like, you could go with them if you want. Is the captain with us still?
That's a good question. You know what? He stayed behind at the Sleeping Giant.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so she's gonna look at Ivor. It's like, you could choose to go with them you want. I'm gonna just take a detour up to the manor because I heard that's where they kind of encountered Droop and helped out Rumshu initially. So I'll
yeah.
I'll meet you guys over at the Eatermath Orchard. Is that all right?
I don't mind. Sounds good to us.
Yeah, is that where we're going after all of this?
I thought we were going to wherever your little goblin friend was.
I don't know what we're doing at this point. If we're staying at the inn or what, we'll figure that out once we all reconvene. Yes.
Yeah, we've got all day.
We'll meet at the orchard. Let's do that.
All right. So Aelin will start heading up towards the Dresendar Manor just to take a look.
Okay. We'll stick with the other three for now. You get up to the Townmaster's Hall. It's one of the bigger buildings in town, kind of in the center, really, of it all. To the left of it, there's like a bulletin board now, made out of wood, and there's like a couple new faces, young, probably anywhere from like 20s to 30s, just gathered around it, looking at shit, pointing. Yeah, you feel free to go into the doors.
Yeah, we'll walk inside.
Yeah, you go in, and the first thing you hear is, "Oh my God!"
Oh, yeah, turns around
This
and
is
walks
where we're gonna
outside.
fucking
I
end the
can't be in
session,
there.
isn't
I
it?
cannot. that is the straw that breaks the back. I have had too much.
Zorag goes into a rage, a tail forms, and he pounces on Elsa and kills her.
Oh,
No.
oh my God.
Everyone, you go in and talk. I cannot talk to her. You go and talk to her. Get Sildar, come out here. I'm not going in there.
I should have
Alright.
killed her and Goit.
Oh my God, who are
Where
you?
are you guys going? I haven't seen you in like 6 months.
Oh, yeah, puts her
Shut
shield
the
up, like,
fuck
in the
up.
corner.
And I just walk out.
Oh.
You'll have to excuse my new friends there. They're a little stressed about the day. Who are you who makes such a good impression?
My name's Elsa.
Charmed to meet you, Elsa.
What's come over them? Like, they used to be cool.
Well, I think you'll find they're a little stressed about coming back to this town after so much happened. Why don't we go for a walk inside?
I will say you were inside.
Yeah, but I want to go further in away from
Go further in.
the other two.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We don't, like, usually let people, like, anywhere else but this hall, though, so...
Ah, well, you can tell Sildar, the town master, that Valiant, Zorag, and Aelin are here to see him about something quite important.
Okay.
Why don't I accompany you there?
And she starts to walk down the hall to the right where the town master office room is. She knocks. You hear a come in. And she
Fucking earbud just died.
she sticks her head in the door and is like, "You'll never believe who's here to see you." Oh my God. It's Valiada, Zorag, and Aelin. Like, I think they want to talk to you outside.
Thank you, Elsa. I'll be right there.
And yeah, he kind of hits some papers against his desk to straighten them, puts them down. You hear him open the door fully, come out and shut it. Before you is this Silver Fox. You know, the guy is he's older, but he's still physically fit, and he's got this, you know, medium to long length silver hair.
Sure.
He's wearing his armor, which is this very pristinely shined steel armor, with this this sort of sash almost. It's red and gold. If you want to roll me like a history check or something.
Sure. 9.
Yeah, you're unfamiliar with what that is.
I will hold out my hand to him, and I will say, "Love the aesthetics, my man. I'm the 4th member of the Zorag, Valida, and Alien group. Name's Ivern. I'll be catching up with you in just a second."
Pleasure. Sildar Hallwinter.
Nice to meet you. Now, if you'd excuse me, I've got to take this lovely lady and distract her for a few minutes. Come with me. And I'll go find some place to talk to Elsa, I guess.
Oh my God. Okay, so you go off into a corner and you talk to Elsa about all sorts of stuff. Roll me a charisma check.
Great.
She has no interest in whatever you're saying. She's just completely distracted by the people she knows that are outside. She keeps glancing over, like what do you think they're talking about out there? And like stuff like that, you know.
Oh, just hero business, you know. We're adventurers.
But Sildar eventually makes his way outside, and sees you. You see him.
Hello.
I didn't believe it at first, but here you are.
Yeah, we finally made our way back.
Oh, what can I help you with?
I don't know, I guess. We went to this dragon cult thing. We were trying to save somebody. How much do you know of what happened in the mine?
Rumshoe filled me in. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. The more important matter right now is that our original fourth companion, I assume he told you what happened there. They're worshiping him now.
They're
and-
worshipping Jeb.
Yes. I don't know what their plans are, or why they're worshiping, or what he's doing. But we need to find him and stop him.
Little gnome.
Who Rumshoe told you what he turned into.
Right.
Yes, I assume that's what they're worshiping, not the gnome specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it's... Somebody said it was maybe tied to the orcs that were here and the dragon that was here. But we don't know where to start looking for him at this point. We do have a couple ideas. I know I'm throwing things at you. It's been so much today and the last couple days. Do you know anything about an Iron Gate prison?
Yes. That's the prison that, some of the most, well, often pirates and, bad men go to. It's up north by, Icewind Dale, off the coast.
Yeah, apparently we saw some notes about some high security, some, like, a high-class prisoner, I think, or something. They're some kind of prisoner transfer to there, within the dragon cult's, like, cave thing. They're having some kind of ritual there, and, there's something about this spell book that Aelin was looking for, and like a banshee had at one point. It's all so much. I've only got bits and pieces, and we're looking for that.
That's that book that Sister
Gentle.
Sister Gariel was looking for.
Where is she? Is she still looking for it?
I haven't seen her in a while.
Speaking of not seeing somebody for a while, the goblins.
Right.
They've been gone for a week, apparently. Do you know anything about that? I assume you would have told Grist if he did.
Rumshoe barely ever leaves his castle these days.
He has a fucking castle.
Vein just in her eye just bursts. half of her left eye is full of blood.
If Zorag notices this, he like grabs Valida and like tries to like just kind of grip her a little bit to just focus on him.
Eye twitching. Yeah, it's like castle.
I know what you're thinking, but
you mean like the rundown one that we killed all the goblins in, right? He just went there and he's staying in there now?
No. This castle is on top of Icespire Peak. It's where the dragon made its lair.
Just breathe. Okay.
I know what you're thinking, but that little goblin has done a lot for this town.
Well, at least we did one thing right by keeping him alive, I suppose. Okay.
And his friends.
She just puts her arm on Zorak's shoulder as well and just grips really hard. Okay.
If you are you looking to hunt down Jeb?
That's the plan. Yes, we gotta hopefully if you get rid of the head, the snake dies. Right? That's how that works.
Sure. Perhaps Rumshoe could help in this. He has experience.
Yes. I meant to talk to him anyway. He sent me a letter a while ago. All right. How are things going here? How are you holding up?
It's all right. We're alive, at least. No doubt you've seen the walls.
Hard to miss, yes.
Bit of a orc business earlier this winter, but it's been dealt with.
I'm glad you guys were able to take care of it.
It's put us
Yeah.
in a rough spot financially.
That's what I've heard.
You know, the cost of lumber has gone up these days.
Yeah, this tends to happen when there's big things happening in the world. Have you thought about melting it? That's a beautiful statue. I don't want to bring it up. It's very well crafted, but apparently it's made out of gold. Can you just melt that down and like pay for things? Again, it's very beautifully done. I can't stress that enough. But you know,
It is
It
being
has-
considered, but it would seem big dishonor to those who sacrificed it all to save
I mean,
us.
with that much gold, you could probably buy another material that's less costly. You could just rebuild
You
it
could
that way.
probably still afford marble if you sold that statue.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good iron. I mean,
Look.
I would make it. I would make it if you just sold that thing.
Look, if you can get Rumshu to sign off on that, it's his gold that it's crafted from. I'll smelt it down.
We'll bring it up to him. I have to ask. He's had it as a castle and all this gold that he can give away to make a statue. Did he spend all of his gold on that statue?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, how is his ego these days? That seems like
Larger
a lot
than
for a
life
little sniveling
itself.
goblin. What was that?
Larger than life itself.
Oh boy.
I turned to Valida. I'm going to kill this goblin.
He did save the. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. He probably won't want this finger I made him anymore if he's got this much money. Where's Icefire Peak? Where's this castle?
Seldar turns around and points up to this big peak.
Toward the top of that there.
All right.
I would bring some warmer clothes. It's spring, so it's not quite as bad. But towards the peak, there still will be snow.
I'll bring some furs, but Goliath, so it's not too bad. But I'll warn the others. Thank you. If you need anything from us, let us know, I guess.
And you the same.
Thank
It
you.
was good seeing you again.
You as well. Zora, I kind of took over a conversation. Do you have anything you need to bring up?
If you could leave for a minute.
I can do that. She'll start walking towards, I guess, the orchard, because that's where we're meeting.
Sildar,
Yes.
last we spoke, I expressed my dislike towards you based on the Cragmaw raid. But it has been made apparent that with you here, the town stood against an orc horde. I'm very familiar with those. So I wanted to say that you have my respect.
He
I
puts
just kind
his
of nod and turn away.
hand
walk
on your
off.
shoulder.
I appreciate it, but don't thank me yet. I still have to get us out of the situation we find ourselves in. I may not be as good of a man as you may see me as. Anyways, best of luck.
I just nod and start following Valeda.
All right.
With haste, because I know she's losing her shit.
Okay.
Ivor's
Alien,
still chatting up Elsa.
roll me some perception checks, investigation checks. Just roll me one of each, really.
Alrighty.
Tell me, what are you looking for again?
She's just looking for any signs of occupation, like if someone has been in the manor, possibly living in it,
Okay.
or anyone just trespassing. All right, so investigation and perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All
You
right,
don't-
7 for investigation, 16 for perception.
Yeah, as far as... So, you don't see any, like, clues, like recent footprints or anything like that. You do get the feeling, though, with your perception check, looking around, that at some point the manor was, like, turned into, like, a hospital for a brief period of time, or maybe a barracks, because there's, like, a lot of beds in here that weren't there before. But they don't look like they've been used in a while. There's, like, dust starting to collect on some stuff.
All right, she's just gonna head over towards the stairs that lead down, and she's just gonna call in, "Hello down there," just to see if there's a response.
You don't get a response. I was trying to remember if anything was left alive down there during Phandelver Season 1.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they were all undead
Yeah.
at that point. All right, then. Aelin will just gradually make her way back, taking the shortcut through the field towards the path to the orchard.
And then Ivrin, I assume you break off conversation and head back to the orchard.
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
I'll head back to the orchard, and when I see them, I will. You'll see Ivor, and he looks a little disheveled, kind of like scratching at his arms, and he just walks up. He's like, "I thought that I could fucking talk. That woman is inhuman, and I should never be exposed to her again."
I cannot express how grateful I am for you distracting her.
I think you owe me.
I do.
What'd you find?
Our goblinoid friend is living up on that mountain over there, and she'll point towards Icefire.
Oh, great.
So once we get Aelin, we're heading up, so dress warm.
Fantastic. Where is Aelin?
She went to check to see if they were in the manor, but they're not there. So
She's not here yet.
no, I haven't seen her.
Great. Oh, don't let her uncle see me.
Why?
I stole one of his chickens once and lost it in a bet in the Sleeping Giant.
All right.
I'm pretty sure one chicken. Never mind.
Well, how often do you lose a chicken, right?
He lost quite a bit.
Oh, great. I'm off the hook. Never mind.
And after a short while of waiting around, Aelin arrives.
Like, well, manor apparently was used as like some kind of hospice for a little bit. It's weird, but didn't see anyone there. How's Sildar doing?
holding in, barely. But our goblins are up there, and she'll once again point to the mountain.
She'll look on Icefire? Really?
Yeah, so dress warm. Apparently they can help.
Okay then. Oh, so was Elsa working there or not?
Yes,
I'm-
she was. Yes.
You know what? Start heading down there. I'm gonna quickly go inform Christor because apparently he was very interested in talking with her.
Good.
If I'm in
Right.
a room with those two, I will go insane. She starts walking. Okay, let's get you guys warm clothes.
Okay.
All right, yeah. You know what? I'll go inform them later. Let's go see Uncle Darren.
He actually.
Oh, are we all doing this, or is it? Or
It's up to you guys if you want to go off somewhere or not.
I mean, yeah, we can go get warm clothes while you talk to him.
Yeah, that works. You guys, so you guys would know, being you've been in town quite a bit. You can go to the Line Shield Coster. There's probably, I don't know, Barton.
Barton, yeah.
might have some.
Probably go to Barton.
Cool. Yeah. So you guys can head over there. Aelin didn't get that much roleplay before, so we'll stick with Aelin.
Sure.
Aelin, it's good to see you.
Uncle Darren, she'll go up and give him a nice hug.
What's got you back in town?
Oh, some business just north of town here. Did a guy by the name of Leosin swing by yet?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he was stuck in a little bit of a pickle and had to help him out a little bit. So, yeah.
Yes. Well, any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Thank you, Uncle. But yeah, how come you've never told me about the marble obelisk? Like, you told me about the statue, but...
I don't know. I didn't know if it was too soon, or it's one of those kind of situations. I know you were close with Jack, and I don't know. I didn't want to distract you from your work in Waterdeep by having to you come out here and be distracted. Yeah.
Thank you for thinking of me, but when it's something like that, I would rather know. Because apparently Apollida and Zorik, they're back in town as well. They're they're helping me and a coworker out with something, again, work related. And they happened to give me her compass. So, yeah, Uncle, tell me, what can you actually share with me about what the heck Rumshoe's been doing? Because that is a pretty impressive statue, and...
I think he may have made some deal with the devil. He went from sleeping under a bench to owning a castle in a few weeks' time.
The fuck?
Everyone hears in the back of their minds.
It's the only explanation I can think of.
Well, we're actually thinking of heading up there and trying to talk with him about that statue, because, yes, a big gold statue, it probably would have looked better in marble.
Yeah. Well, you know, it'd probably be for the best if the town could have that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, would you like to come in?
Of course. As she goes inside with her uncle.
Cool. All right. And, you know, he brings you the classic apple juice and apple cider, whatever your choice.
Apple everything.
Um,
Because it's a frickin' orchard, man.
Yep. Leosin's in there, and you know, you guys talk and whatever. You guys go pick up fur stuff for everybody. I don't know if you want to talk to Barton or not, because it's been a while, but it's up to you.
You got a rapier?
Oh yeah.
When he says that, I just grab Ivan, like, just come with me. And we're gonna walk across the street to the smithy while Valida does what needs to be done at Barton's.
Okay. So Barton grabs you some furs. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing back in town?" You fill them in on whatever you want to say. I don't know. You can tell me if you want to lie to him.
Bare minimum. That we're
bare
here on business, following up on previous stuff.
Cool. You head to the smithy. You guys want to roleplay Smithy out? I don't know. I don't know who wants to do what.
Yeah,
It's one of those weird
correctly.
things. Shopping
Remember,
is like...
Smithy was Russian.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't remember that he made weapons. I think it took Zorag a fair amount to convince him to make boomerangs.
It did.
Lion
It
Shield
did,
usually
but I had to
has
go there
stars.
anyway.
Are you going... Okay, so if you're planning on talking to him, that's... Okay.
So I walk in there, and I'm kind of looking around. Is he still by his smithy, like out back, or do I have to go get him, or what?
Yeah, you hear the clanging. Ting, ting.
Wait here. And I go,
Right.
I go around to get him, and I'm like, I can't remember his name, but I don't think he had a name.
Yeah,
no,
you
you
guys
just called
are-
him Smithy.
I don't think you guys
No,
ever
he
got
has
his
a name. He has a
does?
name. Yeah. Let me find it here. Keep talking. I'll tell you in a second.
Just don't ask him his name. And we should
Just
be
like
good.
walk around. hammer and sickle.
Gartund? Gartund?
Bartund.
Gartund, it looks like.
Also,
Jartund?
DM,
Or Galtund, something like that.
earlier you said that the dwarven cleric's name was Derek? Did I hear that right?
Tarek.
Oh. Close.
Eric.
Anyways,
Never
so you go around the side. He's like
So
drying
when
the
I
sweat
do
off his
this, I
head.
kind of walk up, like I'm hoping that he doesn't see me immediately walk up. I imagine he's probably banging something
Yeah.
out. And so the way I visualize this is that generally with the anvil, it's sitting on something.
Mhm.
So I just kind of walk up and I set a bone meringue right next to what he's working on, and I just kind of stand there until he notices it.
Yeah, he's like hammering away, and he kind of slows down, and a slight grin comes over his face, and he looks up from his anvil. Yo, I've not seen you in a long time.
Yes. I will say those weapons you made came in handy. Now, what can you do with this?
As I like pull his fucking skull from behind my back and like set it on the ground.
I forgot you had that. Where did you... I don't even know where his voice is right now. Where did you... Damn it. Why am I
Russian,
struggling?
man,
I used to do
Russian,
Igor
Russian.
all the time, and I can't do it anymore.
Just do Igor.
Do it in the Igor.
Igor. I have done too many voices in,
There you
in
go.
this episode.
Just imagine a track, like track pants with
Yeah.
like.
So, where did you get this from?
Let's just say we crashed a party of cultists.
Well, you're in luck. I have had more experience now in crafting weapons. You see,
I have a friend that would like a rapier made, and as far as this large horn protruding from its head, Can you make a headband with it?
You want me to make headband out of what?
Out of the horn.
That does not make any sense.
Because it's a blue dragon, so there's a horn on it.
Right, but like a headband, you like want to.
He wants the horn to be stationary and then tie it with a band. I think he doesn't want to make a headband out of the bone, which is what
So
I
it looks
thought
like he has a horn, is what I assume you're doing, Tommy. I don't want to explain it for you.
Yeah.
I do
He wants
not
to be a
know
rhino.
if headband will support weight.
Well, you said it was a young dragon, right? So I'd imagine the horn wasn't that big.
Still a decent size.
Oh, okay.
Dragon.
Well, if that's
Shave
the
it
case.
down.
I could put on helmet.
Yes.
What kind of helmet you want?
Open visor. You could take... I was wondering if you could distribute the weight by keeping the horn in place and just cutting around the skull and having it strap to my cloak on the back or my pauldrons.
So it would be like the way I'm visualizing this is the horn is there, so like the skull is etched to where it kind of comes down, but the top kind of still protrudes, but there's a clamp on the back that attaches to the back, so that way the weight would still be distributed by my back.
I could
With a
try
horn.
something like this, but if we attach helmet to back, you may have difficulty moving quickly, and if it ever gets caught, you may snap neck back.
I just thought it would look cool.
I can see what I
But
can
if
do.
you
I
could
can...
take the horn and turn it into a rapier, that would be cool as well.
I can see what I can do for you. Yes, I have experience now. When things were looking rough around town, I was tasked with making weapons. So,
New
see what I
idea.
can do.
New idea. Take a shard of the horn and make a rapier. And then just take the lower jaw to where I can attach it to my pauldron.
Okay. That is more doable.
How much would this cost me?
Working with foreign material, don't usually work with bone, I work with metal.
Also, feel free to make a cast out of the skull if you'd like. I'm sure metal skulls would go well in Waterdeep.
Metal skulls, okay. Yes. You know, for permission to do this, you're looking at 150 gold.
Holy shit.
I'll be right back.
That was 7 gold, dude.
Like, you're asking a blacksmith
Yeah,
who works
no,
in metal
I
to
know,
like work
I
with
know.
bone and like he made like boomerangs before, but now it's like
But
this
they were
big
made out of
dragon
goblin heads, you know, like it's a little different.
Like, I'm trying to.
I'll just be like,
Hold on to that for now. Make a cast if you'd like, but I trust your skills.
I appreciate this.
By the way, I'm glad to see the town still standing.
Me too.
I trust you didn't have to keep making chains during the attacks.
last season he was like, he liked the fact that he was able to make a weapon because most time he made shovels or chains and stuff. So
Yes, it has been good for me. Allow me to branch out. I now provide weaponry to Line Shield every so often. When I get a piece that I really like. So, you come back
when you know what you want to do.
I just nod. And, yeah, I'll go meet with Ivern in the front.
Is he ready for me to go in? I got a whole few ideas for what I want this thing to look like. He's gonna need to jot it down, you know, get a pen and quill and paper and stuff like that. It's gonna be a big issue, big
You
order.
can talk to him, but I had tried to get him to make a rapier out of a horn and just attach the jaw to a pauldron, and it was 150 gold pieces. So I don't know if you have that or what.
Why would you try and get him to make out of a bone?
And I pick up a bone meringue and show him, and I was like,
I've killed a lot with these.
You know what you should do? You should take the horn and split it into two and put it on your shoes, so that way you can kick people in the guts and they'll bleed.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I'm actually full of good ideas. People are often surprised by it. Okay, I'll be back. And I'll go in and I'll describe to him basically a cutlass. I'd like a cutlass or a rapier or something thin and long to use. And I'll give him whatever money he needs for
You
it.
must be bone guy. You want me to wear bone?
That was my nickname in college. No, I want a metal one.
Not aligned with bone.
I mean, sure, we can do that too. I don't have 150 gold. We'll make that after. But right now, I want a metal one, just like a basic. Looks
Sure,
good, but metal.
I just want to say that the 150 was for all together.
Right,
was
but he didn't
pauldron.
include a metal one, right?
Pauldron and rapier.
Sure, I'll take the bone one as well, but I'd also like just a metal one.
Just a metal one.
Yeah,
No.
because it's easier.
It's easiest if you just go to Lion Shield Coaster. There's already...
Cool, great. Well, I'll be back to pay up on that bone thing.
Cool. Yeah. You guys can go ahead. Ivern, you can go to Lion Shield. You get a rapier. They have... Or a cutlass. Either one that you want. Just they
I'll
have
take a
it.
cutlass.
So you buy a cutlass. Valida gets the Fergers. Zorag commission something. Yeah, Aelin had a nice talk with her dad. I don't know. I guess we should wrap it up there. I usually like to wrap them up on cliffhangers and stuff, but...
no, we gotta go 30 more minutes.
I got another hour, baby.
All right, let's do it. Okay.
Let's do it.
I prepared a lot of stuff, so... no.
I mean,
Let's do it.
Equa can. I don't want to be like,
I can
hey.
go a little longer.
Okay.
Okay, that works too then, I guess. Cool. So, you guys start heading to the
Purple rocks.
Icespire Peak. Which one of these is Icespire Peak? Now that Tommy, do you recall?
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me click on this real quick. I will ping it for you. That's not it. That's Udengald.
Come on.
Aspire Peak is in this hex.
Okay.
It's not where the black dot of Phandalin is. There's a hex next to that, and then
Yeah, it's
right underneath the ORD, there's a hex. That's where it is.
Cool. So, it's easy enough to navigate to this mountain because you can just see it in the distance. It's a clear day out, and you start heading off toward Icespire Peak. It's only gonna really be a day's travel, so you
We get a rest.
you can get a rest.
Woo!
You bed down for the night. Nothing weird happens.
Hey, real quick, can I retcon that I bought like some whiskey
Rations?
from
Yeah,
Grista, just like a small gallon? How much is that, real quick?
just say 2 gold.
Okay.
And that Aelin bought some extra rations and also gave Valida cover for spending money on buying stuff.
How much did I spend on first?
I should have way more.
That's a good point. Furs, you had it for 4 people. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'll say 50 gold total because it's 4 people.
All right.
Does it
Aelin
help
will
that I don't
give
eat as much?
her. Yeah.
Uh,
Aelin is going to
45
give
gold right
Valida. Aelin is going to give Valida 20 gold.
Thank you.
Cool. So you guys spend a night camping, getting to know each other some more, and then you continue on till you get to the base of this mountain. There's some defined path, sort of. There's some area it's often walked along. There's some goats perched up on things, on rocks here and there. But the further you get, it starts to get a little bit steeper at some points, and you do have to climb. So you get to this kind of this more flat, vertically rock wall. What's your strategy to get up there? You can make athletics checks. You can do fly spells.
So when we go up to this flat wall, I kind of walk up to it, and I kind of tink on it with my axe a little bit, and I'm just kind of looking up it, and I look down at my claws or my fingernails that seem to be thicker.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of turn to everyone, and I just pull this rope out and like throw it over my shoulder, and I just start like running up this wall, like just clawing up it.
Oh yeah. So you just easily getting handholds and jabbing your fingers into these rocks, and there's like roots every once in a while and stuff, because you're not quite at that level that it's pure rock, and you make your way up there, and I assume just throw the rope down to your party.
Yeah, I just throw it down there. When I'm up there and I'm watching them, and I throw the rope down, I see them kind of grabbing it. I'm just gonna mumble to myself like, "Why are you doing this?"
You don't hear a response. But the rest of the group, if you're planning on climbing the rope, roll athletics with advantage because of the rope.
I will inspire
Patient.
myself. I'm so strong. I'm the strongest person. Stronger than Zora. Come on.
23.
Hey, didn't need it. But it's 23.
Can Aelin try to actually put her hands into the holes that Zorag created?
Instead of using the rope?
Yeah.
Sure. Roll me a athletics check.
Okay. Simply because she's curious and wants to see how deep they go in.
Okay, yeah. You manage... you start climbing up, and everybody who used the rope gets up there like faster than you and passes you, and they look over at you like, what is she doing? But you're just kind of sticking your hands in, and yeah, it's kind of surprising that Zorag made these or found these. You're like, I don't even know.
Like, these aren't usually what his hands do. They usually rip and tear, not jabby jab.
But you all make it to the top of this cliff. It's starting to... There's like a faint amount of snow on the ground here, but you still see the grass underneath it, and that sort of thing. Is there anything particular anybody's doing during this trek?
When everyone gets up there, I guess they would see me like grabbing the snow and just kind of like sifting it through my hands. And after hearing everyone come up, I would probably just turn like my head over my shoulder to be like a Valida.
Yes.
About your marks.
Oh, yeah.
Meet with me tonight during meditation.
All right. I'll do that.
As I just drop the snow and stand up, and I'm just like still going forward, you know, as we traverse the land.
Reverse.
Reverse the land.
Okay. You continue climb. And the higher you get up this mountain, the deeper the snow begins to get. until you get to a point on the mountain where the snow kind of gets up to just below your your kneecaps. Not Uvalida, it would be a little bit lower, maybe above your ankles. But it starts to get pretty deep, which is weird, and kind of out of nowhere, this blizzard sort of starts to come whipping through. It's like the wind starts to pick up. The snow seemingly comes from nowhere. It wasn't snowing that long ago. And as you look forward past the snow, you make out a faint figure in the horizon. And you begin to feel the earth shake.
The earth what?
The earth shake. It's like
Shake.
Just roll me perception checks. Anybody who's trying to see through this snow as what this is.
6.
Okay.
30-20.
You guys really bad as a group check. So, as the earth is quaking, you guys aren't able to decipher what this is moving towards you at a rapid pace until it gets very close. Roll me dexterity saving throws at disadvantage.
Oh god.
8.
Is it purple?
18, baby.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, wait. Is this dex save? Everybody gets a +1 to this.
Hey,
9.
Look at that.
19, baby.
Yeah, I also got 9.
It's disadvantage for everyone, so you got a 4.
Oh, it was disadvantage. I got a 4, yeah.
Man, I did good on this. That's crazy.
So,
14.
as you climb...
I mean, that's not going to help, but I get a +2 to those. So
yeah, you're walking up, trudging through the snow, and you see this big mass start coming toward you. None of you really figure out what's happening. It's hard to see past the snow. You just think that you're getting closer when right before it hits, this big boulder right at your face. A few of you are able to jump out of the way, but it does hit Ivrin, Ivrin and Valida. And they begin to roll down the hill with this big boulder. We'll pick up there next session. As you guys see that white figure that was up ahead hop off of this ledge ahead.
We said 30 more minutes.
No, sorry. I got to stop right there. I think I'm getting too tired to even...
You wanted to end on a cliffhanger, guys, and here it is.
But yeah.
Except it's a boulder hanger.
That's it for this session. Thank you guys for watching. I know it was a little extra long. We appreciate you hanging out. Next episode, we'll see if the crew manages to make it up to Rumshoe in his castle and figure out what in Helm's name
Our nation.
is going
What
on
Tower
over
Nation?
there. Is there anyone to raid tonight? We haven't done that in a bit.
I don't know nobody I'm following.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. We really appreciate your time. See you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.